Hello everyone, my name is Bindu George. I have done my master's in English literature from a very good college in Bangalore called Jyoti Nivas. I have also done my 3 year law degree from the Karnataka State Law University from a regular college in the year 2022, and I've secured an A grade for the same. I have also done my postgraduate diploma in personal management and labor laws. Having said that, I have also been in the training and development arena for close to 16 years. And the topic that I have on hand is active listening skills. And this is part of the Campus to Corporate series, but we also understand that this stretches beyond that. It also appears in the middle level management courses and even in the senior level management courses because active listening skills cannot be replaced at all. So now let's quickly jump into understanding what active listening skills means. Okay, when you listen attentively, you're able to make a note of all the points that is required to respond appropriately. You would not repeat the questions, right? So we'll try and understand and define what it means to listen and understand the importance of effective listening skills at work, and also try and see how we could be empathetic and non-judgmental. We will understand the common barriers to effective listening, identify behaviors which are associated with effective listening, develop an action plan to apply the lessons. This can be done after you have made a note of the first three on the list, and then you will also use the learning plan to help yourself in your active listening interactions. Now, what is it that we understand by common barriers? We understand that there are two types of barriers to active listening. One is the internal barriers, which could be lack of knowledge, lack of uh, acceptance, or probably something that is bothering you and you don't want to listen to the other person. So all these could be considered as internal barriers. The external barriers are external forces, like it could be background noise, people who are stopping you from listening, people who are not allowing you to be a part of the session. All these could come across uh, as examples of external barriers. Now, once you've identified that, it becomes easy for you to create a plan and identify behaviors which will help you in doing the right thing. Now, why is listening so important? We understand that it saves time and money with client interaction. It also helps you get the required information, which will help you to do the work that you have been given. It will also help you overcome difficult situations because you have access to important information and you have listened attentively and you are able to reproduce what is required. It helps you in fostering care and respect and is essential for building productive personal and professional engagements. How do you do this? By paying attention and ensuring that the other person understands that you are listening to him or her. Now, active listening skills, like we already discussed, builds trust and establishes rapport. It helps you in demonstrating concern. And how do you do that? By using verbal affirmations like I see, I agree, I understand. Active listening skills will truly help you get engaged with people in the conversation and to build trust. Okay, you could do that by asking specific questions. A small memory note to help you. L stands for the word look, I is for inquire, S is for summarize, T is for take notes, E is for encourage, and N is for neutralize. That is, control your emotions and respond appropriately. Now, how do you develop good listening skills? It would do good when you're not looking at your watch constantly, especially on a client call or even in a face to face interaction. Stop interrupting. Avoiding eye contact is another problem area. Looking bored and impatient, tapping your foot or fidgeting or finishing their sentences, all these are inappropriate. Now, good listening skills will help you nod, smile, use eye contact, show concern or encouragement. Active listeners will always focus, question, listen, and paraphrase and assure, express empathy. Now, how do you paraphrase and assure? You have a caller who calls in stating that his account is locked out. You wouldn't just go ahead and tell him, oh, you know what, let me unlock it. What would you do? You go ahead and place yourself in his shoes and respond appropriately. You would say something like, hey Steve, I understand that your account is locked out. Let me see what I can do to help you out. So you've paraphrased and assured the caller of help. Now let's also look at the percentage of time which we spend in communication, listening happens 40% of the time, which is quite greater than the other aspects, which is talking is 35%, reading is 16%, and writing is only 9%. Writing being the most dangerous one, and we know why. How do you understand if you're connected with a person in a conversation? You would know that your conversation is focused and organized. You feel that the other person is listening to you attentively. You also feel that the pace is the same. But how do you know that there's a disconnect or misconnection in the or potential style difference? You find that the other person is talking more than you, or you are talking more than him, and you also feel that the person is not getting what you're trying to say. The pace is quite different, and the conversation would seem like a square peg in a round hole. Now, moving on to the methods in which you do that, you remember that listening is an active process. Be aware of your internal and external barriers. Use both invisible and visible behaviors to stay focused and capture the message and help the speaker. Thank you very much for listening out. Bye.